Hello everyone, so today I'll be covering question number 30 of GATE 2022 set 2. The components of pure shear strain in a sheared material are given in the matrix form as this. So this is the matrix which is given to us. Here the trace of this matrix is 0, given P equal to trace of this matrix to the power 8 and Q equal to trace of this matrix to the power 11. The numerical value of P plus Q is. So we need to write the numerical value of P plus Q in integer form. It's a 2-mark question with no negative marking. Let's start with the solution of this problem. So in this problem, the matrix which is given to us is this 1, 1, 1 and minus 1. So this is the given matrix. We know that sum of n eigenvalues of A, of a matrix A, here it is epsilon, is same as the trace of this matrix A. Okay, the product of n eigenvalues of the matrix is same as the determinant of that matrix. So these two things we need to keep in mind for solving this problem. Now here let us say lambda 1 and lambda 2 are the two eigenvalues for this matrix. So from this first point we know that sum of lambda 1 plus lambda 2 will be equal to trace of this matrix. What is the value of the trace? Trace is sum of these diagonal values. So here it is 1 plus minus 1 is 0. From the second point, the product of the eigenvalues, that is lambda 1 product of and lambda 2, will be same as the determinant of this matrix. What is the determinant of this matrix? The determinant of this matrix is 1 minus 1 minus of minus 1. So determinant of this matrix is minus 2. So here the product will be minus 2. So here are the two equations we got. From these two equations, we can get the value of lambda 1 and lambda 2, which are two unknowns. So from this we get the value of lambda 1 by solving this 1 and 2. We got the value of lambda 1 as under root of 2 and lambda 2 as minus under root of 2. So these are the value of eigenvalues for this matrix. Now the eigenvalue of epsilon to the power 8 will be simply the power 8th power of the given eigenvalue. So it will be two eigenvalues for this matrix will be root 2 to the power 8 and minus root 2 to the power 8. That is, the eigenvalues for this e to the power 8 matrix will be equal to 16 and 16. Now similarly the eigenvalues for e to the power 11 will be simply the 11th power of lambda 1 and lambda 2. So it will be root 2 to the power 11 and root 2 minus root 2 to the power 11. So it will be 32 root 2 and minus 32 root 2. So now we know the value of eigenvalues for e to the power 8 and e to the power 11. Okay, the trace of e to the power 8 will be, we know from this point first that trace will be equal to the sum of the eigenvalues. So trace of e to the power 8 will be 16 plus 16, that is 32. Similarly, trace of e to the power 11 will be 32 root 2 plus minus 32 root 2 and it will be equal to 0. In the question it is given that P equal to trace of e to the power epsilon to the power 8 and Q equal to trace of epsilon to the power 11. Therefore, P is equal to trace of this matrix, that is 32, and Q equal to trace of this matrix, that is 0. Now we know the value of P and Q. So in this question we are asked the value of numerical value of P plus Q. We know the value of P as well as Q. So P plus Q is equal to 32. So our final answer will be 32. So here we can fill the value of 32 as the answer.